Today we are going to take Unit 15 from the Aim High curriculum. The title of the unit is Technology. Technology. Now with the first part, vocabs. The first word is technology. Technology means advanced scientific knowledge used for practical purposes, especially in industry. Arrange here is a verb, means to make plans for something to happen. Advertise here a verb, means to tell people about something in newspapers, on TV, etc. When you want to tell people about something, you advertise it. Advertisement is the noun. Advertisement is an arrangement of pictures, words, etc., put in a public place or in a newspaper, on the internet, etc., that is intended to persuade people to buy something. Development is a noun, means the process of becoming bigger, better, etc. When something becomes bigger, better, it's we call it development. Paid, the verb pay and the past simple paid. Pay, to give someone money for something that you are buying. Require is a verb, means need or ask you to do something. Require, need or ask you to do something. You require it. Social media websites used by people to communicate. Transfer means move someone or something from one place to another. We use it with money, transfer money. Online gallery, the website that you can watch photos and other things on. Privacy settings is a system on social networking sites that you can use to make sure that only people that you know can read messages and see information about you. Repair, to fix something that is broken or damaged. Robber, someone who takes money or property illegally, often by using threats or violence. We call him robber, from the verb rob. Scam is dishonest plan, usually to get money. Now we with some language notes. Number one, the difference between last and latest and later. He told us about the latest technology. The technology that comes later. So we call it latest technology. The modern one, okay? The modern technology, we call it latest technology. He went to the zoo last week. Last week means the previous week. Last means the previous. We will meet later. Later here means after some time. We will meet later. So last means the previous. Latest means the most modern. Latest means the most modern. Later, after some time. The first two plus the infinitive. The first two. Egypt was the first Arab country to use two plus the infinitive to use the internet. The difference between advertisement and announcement. There are a lot of advertisements on TV. That tell us about something to buy, okay? We call it advertisement. But announcement when someone or some organization Announce about something, to tell the people about something, but not to buy it. Okay, to tell people about something. Number 4, allow object plus to plus the infinitive, let object plus the infinitive. Allow and let have the same meaning. They have the same meaning, but allow, we use to with allow, and we don't use to with let. The internet allows us to send message. The internet lets us send, not to send. With let, we don't use to. Now, choose the correct answer. Number 1, the process of becoming bigger, better, etc. is what?
Development.
Development. Very excellent. Number 2, space is to tell people about something in newspapers or on TV, etc.
Advertise.
Advertise. Very excellent. Space is to need or ask you to do something.
Require.
Require. Are the websites used by people to communicate?
Social media.
Social media. To move someone or something from one place to another means?
Transfer.
Transfer. Very excellent. There is an space in the newspaper for a new computer game.
Advertisement.
Advertisement. Our teacher always space us to do better.
Encourages.
Encourages. A space went into the house in the night and took the new TV.
Robber.
Robber. How much did they space the man for repairing the computer?
Pay.
Pay. The Sphinx is a famous space that tourists visit.
Sphinx is tomb.
No, do you know the meaning of Sphinx?
Sphinx أبو الهول.
أيوه. Sphinx ده عبارة عن إيه؟ stadium, monument, temple, tomb.
Monument.
Monument. Some messages on the internet are not real. They are space from people to get information from you.
Scams.
Scams. We should know about the space technology. List, last, latest. Latest. A privacy space on social networking sites make sure that only people who you know can see information about you.
Privacy. Rises.
Now, privacy what?
Settings.
Settings. Ram's bike is broken. How can we space it?
Repair.
Repair it. The projects have also been put on an online space for all people.
The project has been online. Ben.
No. Online. No. Online gallery. Online gallery. We put our projects on online gallery. Now we finished the part that the vocab part. So now we will move to the grammar part. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Our rule today is the second conditional F.
Okay.
Usage. Usage. We use the second conditional to talk about situations that are either impossible or might not happen. So we talk about situations that is impossible. Okay. If I went to England, I would visit London. If I went, I would visit. Form, we start with F. When we start with F, we use subject, past simple, comma, another sentence, subject, would, might, or could, plus the infinitive. So we use past simple in the first sentence after F, and the second sentence we use would, might, could, plus the infinitive. Would, might, could, plus the infinitive. If we got up, past simple, early. If we got up early, we would catch the bus. But in the real, we don't get up early and we don't catch the bus. So if we got up early, we would catch the bus.
Okay.
If my father had much money, had here the only verb in the sentence, so it's in the past simple. If my father had much money, he would buy a car. But in the real, my father doesn't have much money and he doesn't buy a car. So if my father had much money, he would buy a car. When we put F in the middle, we use the past simple after F. And before F, we use subject, would, might, could, plus the infinitive. So the sentence, the past simple sentence comes after F, okay? If we put F in the middle. For example, they would go to the cinema if they had enough time. They would go if they had enough time. But in the real life, they don't have enough money. They don't have enough money, and they don't go to the cinema. So if they had, I here assume the opposite. Okay, in F, the second conditional, I assume the opposite. If they had enough money, is enough time, but they don't have enough time. But I say if they had enough time, they would go to the cinema. I would win the first prize if I ran quickly. If I ran quickly, I would win the first prize. Important notes. Number one, we can use might instead of would. Might equals would perhaps. If you found would perhaps, remove it and put might. Okay?
Okay.
Might instead of would perhaps. If you learn Japanese, you might get a job in Tokyo. I am not sure. You might. You might here express uncertainty. You might get a job. We can use could instead of would. Could equals would be able to. So I use could instead of would be able to. If Sammy had free time, he could go to the club. He could go means he would be able to go. Okay?
Okay.
Note, we can use where after F with all pronouns and nouns. We can use where with the singular and the plural. Okay? If I were younger, I takes was. But in the second conditional, we use were. But we can't use was with the plural. We can't use was with the plural. We use were with the singular and the plural, and we use was with the singular only. If I were younger, I would play football. We can use if I were you to give advice. If I were you, I would have a rest. If I were you, I would have a rest. So I use if I were you to give advice.
Okay.
If I were you, I wouldn't come late. Negative. In the negative, might not shows possibility. In the negative, might not shows possibility. If you went to the museum now, it might not be busy. It might not be busy. Busy means it might be free. Okay. It's light. If the lights went off, I might not find my bag. If the light went off, I might not find my bag. could not shows inability or impossibility. So might not shows possibility. Could not shows inability or impossibility. If you visited the palace, you couldn't go in the garden. You couldn't go. It's impossible to go. You are unable to go. Okay, unable. You aren't able. You couldn't go in the gardens because they are closed. If I didn't find my book, I couldn't do my homework. If I didn't find my book, I couldn't do my homework means I am not able to do my homework. The right tips. Number one, when we have two present sentence to present, I want you to focus in this present simple. When we have two present sentence and they joined with because or as or anything else, or they don't join, so we put after if the sentence after because or as, and we make the affirmative negative. We assume the opposite. We make the affirmative negative and the negative affirmative. Okay, we assume the opposite. نحن نفترض العكس. Okay, for example, he doesn't travel by plane. Doesn't travel present simple negative because he hates flying. He hates flying. He hates flying present simple affirmative. Okay, now I want to use if. If the two sentences are present, I use the second conditional. The second, I start with if the I capital, but if the I small, we put if in the middle. Okay, here's the I capital, so I will start with if. Then I will bring the sentence after because it will be after if. So he doesn't travel by plane because he hates flying. So I will say if he didn't hate. Okay, so hates, I will make it past simple and I will make it negative. So if he didn't hate flying, okay, so the sentence after because after if. So if he didn't hate flying, and the second sentence, he doesn't travel, I will make it would plus the infinitive, but I will make affirmative. Okay.
مستر هو امتحان الام هي امتى؟
مش عارف، هم بعتوا لكم جدول دي.
لا مش بعتوا حاجة، قالوا لنا بس امتى امتحان الفرنش.
طيب لما يبعتوا لكم الجدول هتعرف. تمام، ركز معايا في الجملة دي. If he didn't hate flying he would travel by plane. فاحنا جبنا الجملة اللي بعد because بعد if. تمام؟ وخليناها ماضي بسيط، ولو مثبتة فيها، لو منفية نسبتها. هنا he hates flying. So if he didn't hate flying I will assume the opposite. هفترض العكس لو هو مش بيكره الطيران. And the second sentence I will make it affirmative. هي موجودة negative doesn't. I will make it affirmative and I will put would plus the infinitive. يبقى he would travel. If he didn't hate flying he would travel by plane. Number two, when we have two present sentence and they joined with so and that's why. So and that's why. So equals that's why. We put after if the sentence before so, not after so. يبقى لما يكون في مربوط before.
هو معلش سؤال بره الدرس ده. هو احنا خدنا قصة في الترم الثاني بتاعت ايرون مان دي؟
لا
ملغية.
امال نمتحن عليها ازاي؟
لا مش هتمتحن عليها.
هو امتحان انجليزي اونلاين زي الفرنساوي؟
امتحان انجليزي اونلاين وهيكون اختياري ما فيهوش قصة. تمام، خلينا نركز هنا في الجملة دي. When we have two sentence present sentence and they joined with so, we put after if the sentence before so, and we make the affirmative negative and the negative affirmative. We assume the opposite. نفترض العكس. For example, he doesn't like football, so he doesn't join the football club. هو ما بيحبش الكورة ولذلك هو مش بيلتحق بايه؟ بفريق كرة القدم. فاحنا هنفترض العكس، نقول لو هو بيحب الكورة كان التحق بالفريق. So we will start with F because I هنا ايه؟ capital. And we will put the sentence before so اللي هي he doesn't like. We will make ايه؟ affirmative in the past simple. يبقى هنقول if he liked football. He doesn't join هتبقى he would join. He would. In the second sentence we use would plus the infinitive. If he liked football, he would join the football team. Number 3, we can use unless instead of if plus didn't plus the infinitive. Ahmed would miss the train if he didn't go to the station early. Use unless. I will remove if and put unless, and I will remove the negative. We will remove not, okay, from the sentence. So Ahmed would miss the train unless he didn't go. When I remove the negative, when I remove not, I make go went. Okay, I convert go to went. If I were you, I would plus the infinitive تساوي أو equals you should plus the infinitive. We said that if I were you, I would to make advice. When you want to make advice, use if I were you, I would. You should study hard. Use if. Who can use if?
If you study hard, you will become great.
No. You should study hard. It's an advice. Advice. You should plus the infinitive equals what?
You should.
Here. بص معايا كده.
If I were you, I would study hard.
Excellent. If I were you, I would study hard. Now choose the correct answer. If we all space each other, the world would be a better place to live in. If we all loving had love. Can you remember the rule? If, then past symbol, then would plus the infinitive. When you find would plus the infinitive, use the past symbol. Where is the past symbol?
Loved.
Loved. The past symbol, loved. Okay. Love. Number 2, Muhammad. We space go to England if we had friends or family there. خلي بالك هنا F في النص اهي F. ادي F. معايا؟ جاي بعد F ايه؟ The past symbol had. So the first sentence will be what? Where, will, want, would.
جاوب أنا.
اتفضل. جاوب.
If we will go.
No. We hear the second conditional. Past symbol and would. Past symbol and would. هنا F في النص جاي بعدها past symbol. يبقى ايه جاب لها ايه؟ would.
would. فيبقى would دي.
would.
أيوه.
طيب number 3. We space shopping if we had enough time. We will go ولا would go؟ ولا
would go.
عشان F في النص يبقى جاب لها would go. What is space if you won a prize؟ هنا F جايه في النص فيجي قبلها جمله ايه؟ يا اما would يا اما could يا اما might. بس هنا سؤال، في السؤال بنعمل ايه في السؤال؟ بنجيب الفعل المساعد الاول. هتبقى انهي واحده؟
What
ايوه
you would say.
فين يا ابني ده سؤال.
لا
what
مت.
ايوه
أيوه.
might you say.
مت.
what might you say لازم نبدا ب might او would او could قبل السبجكت before the subject. number 5
أيوه.
if I knew the answer to the question I space you. I will tell you ولا tell ولا want to tell ولا would tell. هنا خلي بالك the verb after if knew. The verb knew here past simple. Knew past simple. So I use what?
Would.
Would. Super excellent. Would tell. Number 6. If I space I will if I space L I would go to the doctor. If I am, I was, I have been, I had been.
If
Here, would in the second sentence would. So I want the past simple.
was.
Huh?
Was.
Was. Number 7. If you space a smartphone, it would be easy to transfer money. If you had, have, would have, were.
If you.
After if we use the past simple. Where is the past simple?
If you had.
If you had. Super excellent. If you read really carefully, he space understands the book. Can't, don't, would, won't.
Would.
Would. If someone was unkind to you, space the teacher. It's a question. So I start with the aiding verb or the auxiliary verb.
Would you tell the teacher?
Very excellent. Would you tell? Number 10. If you space how to speak English, it might be difficult for you to travel to London. If you knew or don't know or didn't know or had known.
If you had known.
No.
Knew.
The past perfect ده. No.
Knew.
No. If you knew how to speak English, it might be difficult for you to travel to London. لو انت تعرف تتكلم انجليزي هيبقى صعب عليك تسافر لندن. لا لو انت ما تعرفش يبقى didn't know. If you didn't know the past simple negative. Okay? Now rewrite number 1. I can't buy a laptop because I don't have money. Use F.
If I had money I would buy a laptop.
Super excellent. If I had money I could بدل can اخليها could مش would.
ماشي.
Number 2. Samih is short. He can't play basketball.
If Samih were told he would play basketball.
He could play. Super excellent. If Samih were told he could play basketball. Number 3. Noura doesn't have a computer, so she doesn't use social media sites.
Social media sites.
يبقى أقول
If Noura had a computer, she might use social media sites.
Super excellent. Hani should do the homework alone. Use F.
ماشي.
If I were.
If I were you, I would do the homework alone.
No, if I were Hani.
If I were Hani,
if I were Hani,
I would do the homework alone.
Super excellent. Number 5. If you didn't get help, you would be in trouble. Use unless instead of if.
Instead of if.
We will use F, remove if and put unless. But we need to remove not.
You will not need help unless you are terrible.
No. هقول unless you got help بدل didn't get هشيل didn't واخليها ماضي got. if you قصدي unless you got help you would be in trouble. يبقى انا شلت if حطيت unless بعدين شلت didn't وخليت الفعل ماضي. Number 6.
Okay.
I advise you to eat healthy food. Use where. If I were you, I advise you هتبقى if I were you say بدل I advise you هتبقى ايه؟
If I were you, I would eat healthy food.
تمام super excellent. Number 7. If he got up early, he would be able to catch the bus. Use could. بص لما نيجي نستخدم could
If he got up early,
ايوه
he could catch the bus.
super excellent. Okay, now with some language functions. Encouraging people to continue speaking. How to encourage people to continue speaking? Number 1, I say great. What else does it say? Here it refers to the subject that he talks about, or it refers to the article that he read or the story that he told you. Okay, so I say great. What else does it say? أو ممكن أقول له really go on. If I want someone to continue speak, I say really go on. How can I say how wonderful? Tell me more. Then what happened? What happened after that? We have 5 sentences to say to people when we want them to continue speaking. Great. What else does it say? Really go on. How wonderful. Tell me more. Then what happened? What happened after that? Number 1, rewrite what you would say, write what you would say in the following situation. A friend tells you that his brother is studying computer programming. Ask for more information. هقول له ايه؟
Tell me more.
Okay. أقول له how wonderful, tell me more. Number 2, your friend reads only the first sentence of a long text message. Then stops reading. Encourage him to continue speaking.
You must go on.
Oh, great. What else does it say? A friend starts to read you a new story. You want to hear more.
Go on. Continue.
Okay. Then what happened?
Then what happened?
Then what happened? Okay. أي حاجة. طيب. Now I want you to open your student book.
Am I?
No. New hello.
لحظة هجيب.
تمام.
جبت.
Okay, Yusuf. Now open your book.
فتحت unit 15.
Okay. Open your book on unit 15, technology. Okay. Okay, let's start, Yusuf. فتحت على صفحة.
أقرأ أنا؟
اتفضل.
The latest technology. Egypt was the first Arab country to use internet, and now has nearly 50 million internet users. However, technology is changing all the time, so it's important to learn about the latest development. Many jobs now require you to know how to use social media. Some companies now use social media to advertise jobs and to arrange interviews. In fact, if a person didn't know how to use social media, he might be more difficult for them to find work. How we send the message is so changing. In the past, you could only send emails using a computer. Now you can send text or email on mobile phone or tablet. Social networking sites allow you to send messages to many people at the same time. This is very useful if you want to send messages to a group of people, for example, to your friend in a sport team or a book club. The way that we use our mobile phone is also changing. We can use them to transfer money to or from a bank, or even to pay for things in shop. If someone wanted to have the latest technology, they could buy a smartphone. The latest technology can help you to do many things. You can find out about online or some magazines.
Okay, super excellent, Yusuf. Now, which of the words in the red in the text means the following? Okay, we have some words in red. Okay, now word number
Okay.
development, require, social media, advertise, arrange, transfer. Number one, the process of becoming bigger, better, etc. means development. Number two, tell people about something in a newspaper, on TV, etc.
Advertise.
Very excellent. Make plans for something to happen.
Arrange.
Need or ask you to do something.
Require.
Require. Websites used by people to communicate.
Social media.
Move someone or something from one place to another.
Transfer.
Transfer. Question number 4. Are these sentences true or false? Number 2. You can find some jobs on the internet.
True.
True. You need a computer to send an email.
True.
True. Some people can buy things using their mobile phones.
True.
True. Open your book on the another page.
Okay, page 50.
Page 50. Okay. Underlined word, word, might, could. Okay. If and the two verbs in each sentence. So you will underline if, the first verb اللي هو past simple, وبعدين the second verb اللي هو الانفينيتيف اللي بعد could or might or would. يلا أول واحدة number 2. If somebody wanted to have the latest technology, they could buy a smartphone.
Underline the wanted to could buy.
Could buy if. Number 3. If you had a smart phone, it would be easy to transfer money.
Had would be.
had بس مفيش had would be وf في الأول.
ماشي.
Okay. Here, put the verb in the correct form. Question number 2 under the box. Number 2 بيقول لك if we all love each other the world
loved it.
يبقى أول واحدة loved وثاني واحدة be هتبقى إيه؟
would be.
would be تمام. Number 3 if I be very ill be هتبقى إيه؟
be would be.
لا بعد اف بنجيب الباست سيمبل. الباست سيمبل من بي ايه؟
باست سيمبل من بي was.
يبقى if I was او I were الاثنين ينفعوا. if I was if I were very ill I go to the doctor هتبقى ايه؟
if you don't know how to speak
number 3
English.
number 3 if I was very ill. الجملة الثانية I ايه؟
I would go.
I would go. تمام. number 4. if you space how to speak English. not know هتبقى ايه؟
If you didn't know.
didn't know. super excellent. it space be difficult.
It would be.
Number 5. his parents help him if he tells them about the problem. خلي بالك if جايه في النص.
His parents might help him.
might okay or would. تمام. والجمله الثانيه if he
Tell them. If he told them.
told الباست سمبل told. تمام. عايزين نكون او نعمل complete the questions then ask and answer. number 1 محلوله where you go هتبقى where would you go وبعدين نجيب if في النص وبعدين if you win a trip to anywhere in the world. number 2 what not you do lose your school bag.
What would you do if you lost your school bag?
super excellent. number 3 who you phone you see an accident. بقول who would. تمام.
Who would you phone if you see an accident?
هتبقى
so if you saw.
number 4
what would your parents say
تمام
if you didn't do well in exams?
didn't do well. super excellent. if you didn't do well. super excellent. now they encourage people to continue speaking. I say great. What else does it say? Really go on. How wonderful. Tell me more. Then what happened? What happened after that? اقرا لي كده الديجيتال بروجكتس.
ماشي. Digital projects. Unfortunately, many of the world's ancient wonders are in great danger. However, a way to help save many of these monuments has been found by Ben Kassira, an engineer who comes from Iraq.
تمام. ابن كثير بتاع العراق.
ابن كثير. CARC is a project that he started in 2002. It uses a special camera that take photos of ancient temples and monuments. If anything happened to these buildings, the photos would help in archaeologists and engineers to repair them. CARC's project have also been on an online gallery so the people from all the world can see and understand the beauty of this ancient building.
Super excellent. Now complete with those words: gallery, Iraq, monument, repair, temple. The temple is around 2,000 years old. number 2 Ram's bike is broken. How can we space it?
How repair.
number 3 Baghdad is a big city in Baghdad in each country. Iraq. number 4 we saw some famous paintings in the new art
gallery.
The Sphinx, فاكر Sphinx, is a famous age that many tourists visit. Monument. Super excellent. I want to answer number 2 in your homework, okay? Now I want you to open your workbook and I want you to answer this revision اللي هي page 33 homework, okay?
Okay.
You should see homework. Open your workbook.
فتحته.
On page what?
21.
21. Okay. Now, I want to answer the first question. Look at the table and complete the sentence with the correct form of this word. Here we have the verb and the noun. Develop, development. Advertise, advertisement. Arrange, arrangement. Require, requirement. I want to use the verb or the noun. Number one, have you read about the latest development in computer? We use here the noun. Number two, there is an space in the newspaper. Advertise or advertisement?
Advertisement.
Super excellent. Advertisement. Number three, it's a space that all the manual workers wear boots. It's a require or a requirement?
Requirement.
A requirement. Number four, it's very expensive to space something on television. Two, advertise or advertisement?
Advertise.
Advertise. Number five, the students have space to see the teacher after the class.
It's the students have not see the teacher. Arrange.
Have arranged, but I will put D, arranged, because have arranged present perfect, okay?
Okay.
Number two, choose the correct answer. Number two, if Hassan is space older, he could learn to drive a car.
Was.
Was. Number three, if I knew the answer to the question, I space you.
I would tell.
I would tell you. Super excellent. Number four, if Hala is space German, she might talk to the German tourist.
Spoke.
But simply spoke. If he read really carefully, he space understands the book.
He would.
He would. Now I want to answer question number 3 in the homework, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now read and correct the underlined word. Number 1, how much did they buy the man? Hina pay the man, not buy. Number 2, some messages on the internet are not real. They are scams. Scams, super excellent. We read about some interesting develops in science on our website.
Development.
Developments, super excellent. Developments. Number 4, a sailor went into the house in the night and took the new television.
To the new Robert.
Robert, okay. The privacy sizes on social networking site. The privacy what?
Sites.
No, the privacy settings.
Settings.
Settings, okay. Question number 2. It choose the correct answer. What are you reading, Zainab? I am reading about some common internet scams. Tell me more. Tell me what?
More.
Here's an example. A girl sends you a message on an English social networking site. She says that she wants to be your friend. Really? Go on or go off?
Go on.
Go on. She says that she is a student, she is the same age as you and wants to practice English with you. What else? Well, what also?
What else?
What else? It says that the person might not be your age and might not be a student. It might be someone who wants to find information about you. That's bad or that's broken?
Bad.
Bad. What happens? Well, what to speak after that?
What happens?
You should not be their friend. You should use your privacy or private settings.
Setting. Privacy.
Privacy. Super excellent. Write what would you say in each of the following situation. A friend tells you that his or her brother is studying computer program. Ask for more information.
لحظة بس.
I say how wonderful. Tell me more. Okay. لسه حللهم في الباوربوينت هم نفس الأسئلة. Number 2. Your cousin said that she had a busy day yesterday. First, she went to the shops. فعايزها تكمل هتقول لها ايه؟
What else happened?
What happened after that? Your friend reads only the first sentence of a long text message, then stops reading. هقول له ايه؟ نكمل. What else does?
What else happened?
لا what else does it say? What else does
What
it
else
say?
does it say?
المسج اللي هو text message اخليها it او what else does it say? Okay. Now I want you to complete the workbook in your homework. Okay.
Okay. هو ده آخر يونت؟
لا في تاني عندنا بكره ان شاء الله هناخد يونت 16 الساعه 12 برضو. بعد بكره ان شاء الله يوم الاربعاء هناخد شابتر 4 and 5 and 6 شابتر 5 and شابتر 6 يوم الاربعاء ان شاء الله. فبكره ان شاء الله هنطلع الساعه 12 وبرضو بعده ان شاء الله نطلع الساعه 12. اوكي.
اوكي.
بس انا عايزك تكملي الورك بوك وتكملي الاختبارات دي اللي هو براكتس تيست 5A في الهوم ورك كله ده 5A و5B. اوكي.
اوكي.
واي سؤال يقف معاك تحضره لي بكره ان شاء الله في الزوم انا احله لك.
ماشي.
اوكي يوسف. Now
ماشي
we are finished. Goodbye يوسف.
Goodbye, Mr.
Goodbye. See you soon.